Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Yesterday an AP report went in a bit of a disaster. Well, as I expected was around 75k, but it dipped into 22k, which means that labor market is doing much worse than anticipated. It really say in the chart right when the news comes out, a big huge dip in the dollar has happened. It also means that the arrows, my USD trade last day, I already closed out in 28th of August and haven't really had any trades since then. But let's look at the gold market. And gold last SP report and unemployment rate really caused a huge spike in gold prices. Even though gold is much insanely overbought, we really need it really needs a period to cool down. I mean, selling pressure is getting higher at some point. It's going has to go down. Silver is still rising. Copper though, copper might face a somewhat of a dip, but not that serious. I wonder what happened in here, and I don't remember. Bitcoin witnessed some dips. Ethereum witnessed a just a 2% dip. Not something very crazy. Okay, firstly, let's have a discussion about gold. In the weekly chart, obviously still making new highs. Gold is wrapping it up, but we should also look at the monthly time frame. You clearly see that we're in the overbought region, and there is no signs of cooling down. There's no divergence. I would still be possibly looking for longs. On the weekly though, seen a lot and lots of bearish divergence. It's still playing out. I don't get it. No, no, it's definitely broken. But what I'm trying to say is that another top in there could signal a bearish divergence for in gold. In gold, bearish divergences are not something that I would want to take it seriously. Look at this period, for example. It took a very long time to play out, and when it does, it doesn't really dip that much. It didn't correct that much. Take like a 15% rally and only an 8% dip. Sorry about that. So my plan here will be to look for another long. Still looking for another long. And I did take in some trades, some short trades. I was expecting another dip, but and it did go well initially, and from the supply zone over here. You can see 55, 56, and right down these Fibonacci level of the what exactly 66 level of the Fibonacci chart. And I got stop out because I put my stop loss grid in here. As you can see, not something really profound. I mean, we still get a 0.5% on the account after put 2R going pretty well, and I would expect the I would expect that we will find a correction, and we might find it long, yeah. without stop loss below this. But I would rather DCA short, DCA short. In this on the low time frame in the fall, we're seeing a bit of a bearish divergence. Buying pressure is mm, pretty much higher and higher. So we're looking for shots and looking at from a 1 hour, you see that it's already playing out. And if I'm to see somewhat of a prayer structure and took yeah, prayer structure would be yeah, maybe we took out this low, and if there's no reaction, towards the upside, I would be looking for a short. But for now, same momentum is in. It will correct into a 55 at RSI. Gold can go much higher than it tells. So we're looking to enter long runs and shorts even after this correction. So my plan will still be to hope for a setup like this. This could be a scenario one where you just keep continuing dipping. And the place I wanted to go is actually down here, or at least near this supply zone, and got it marked. This has no reaction in this region. I'm looking to go short or not, or we just if there is a bullish divergence form in the lower time frame, looking for new longs as the trends follow. Also, as I follow the trend in bullish value gap break of structure, I would rather go long, and this my first scenario. Target is high, stop loss below. I won't enter it all in one place. I will just DCA it. I will go with point R in this trade. But for it go play out like this. I won't looking for shorts. I know it will dip, but I don't know where it will dip. When it will finish dipping. The gas silver, yeah, no idea when I just look at what to do when I look at this chart. Honestly, I don't want to short, but like there's a double top pattern playing out in here. So it just signifies a bit of a sideways or potential dip towards this region to test this support. Previous resistances that might be turning to support too soon. Just looking at the anchored volume profile is putting this most recent swing low. You see that there is a lot of volume vacuum to fill along this region, which also coincides with this value gap. So I would expect price to continue to make a bit of a correction, and I was looking for new longs and silver. Where is it? I cannot find it. Yeah, we're looking for longs in here. I won't really play around with this for too long. Just go with like half a dot, like 1/10 of my risk to reward. Then I can just put this loss all over here and just DCA it. So this would be my plan. If it did dip, we would correction lower. I need to find where it will be validated. Let's just imagine. Let's imagine it goes here. You dipping. It goes there. I think this area there will be a lot of liquidity in here, approved by stop loss in this area change character. But we're also looking for longs allow the point of control. If we lose the point of control, we will turn bearish. There might be a lot of people to put stop loss in here. Double top is could be playing out, so I might looking for a short on silver in this region. There might be some profit taking. The silver has been going on such a good run that I suppose there will be some profit taken. I mean, look at this, a lot of profit taking in silver has happened in the past. So I'll be looking for short if we do see a slight break of structure and our double top pattern has swapped. And I would also have to look at it at the larger time frame. You see that there's a big gap in here that needs to be filled. So we'll be looking for unlock the entry along this region at the breakout structure, but we're looking for a retest. Also, when this Beverly gap, when the price reaches this Beverly gap on the daily, we're looking for I will close my position if needed. I think that's it from silver. So, only talk about copper. I don't know much about copper. This guy just use it to gauge, but like this, it's still new to like copper. I mean, it's still making new all-time highs. Wow, that's something. I wonder what happened in 31st of yeah, I'm not going to have any trade in this. Yep, going over the USD. USD I already mentioned. The DXY heading lower means the USD price will go up because we were separated. Everyone knows that. I don't need to explain. So my position last few days and I just goes on short over this. Though I should have taken the profit in here, but it ended up in almost almost yeah not really almost I think I ended it long this vision. And yesterday I told you guys about entering in my preference account. I know we can show, but this is bought a brand new preference account with wait a lot. Okay, did test some trading. Just bought a brand new preference account. Yeah, share. Yeah, just saving. Yeah, not really make anything. Just get in, get out, and just trying to test out this. Only like trading hive. We want to test out these problems. Only will available in the video. I will take some two trades on it next weekend. Next week, not next weekend. Sorry about that. Looking at the arrows again. The bias for arrows fundamentally still it should be bearish, but after the NLP report, he just pushes the Fed to cut Fed. Okay, let's see. Then we Fed watch. Yeah. Mm, come on, come on. By the time it's loading, I'm still be so our bias is going long, so I'm looking for place for me to go long. Go sideways. Nothing, nothing. Bit of a correction. The bullish divergence could be, but it's still just going sideways. And uh, oh, that is here. This is specific supply zone over here. Could be a potential place for me to first enter my first position and the second in here. Of course, it will be anti DCA with the stall and its target is high. What does he with the reward? We go lower, just going a little bit far. Wow, that's how it should be for part 19. But if I will only enter the price isn't just drop in a straight line, obviously. What I would ideally looking for is price to go slower and slower going down. Then I would looking for long. Obviously, I won't do it if it's going straight down here. If something just magically happens. It could be that the European leaders will be selling a lot of euros. Why is this still not? Anyways, CMB Fair Watch again. Okay, what is wrong with my internet? Never mind. So that is my plan to uh, that's my plan for the euro dollar. It's going sideways in the past month. It's just going sideways. There's nothing. You just trade it in the 50 minutes. You will find a lot of opportunities. Now looking at it for me, 1 to 4 hours. It's going sideways. 1%. Not really ideal. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a bit more interesting to discuss. Firstly, we need to look at the weekly and monthly time frame. Just looking at it from a week or monthly, there is a potential a bit double bearish divergence that's playing out. But when it plays out, so that would be disastrous for the Bitcoin holders. And you're seeing the double top in 2021. I mean, I wonder how many people are traumatized with this 80% drop. Yikes. So what I want to discuss is when will this happen? I think that for Bitcoin to actually top out, I will We're looking at the interest rate. Interest rate. Margin open borrow interest rate. 24 hours, Binance, and it's very interesting, isn't it? Whenever we see a spike in interest rate, in borrowing costs, a lot of borrowing on Binance, on KX, Bybit, it means that the top is near. The top is near if everyone is using margin to buy it. Even up to 40% interest rate. That is bonkers. So that's why I've been looking at this as a way to help me find an optimal. If everyone is just borrowing to buy it, so and with high interest rate, we're looking for a top. Now looking at the overall interest, a lot of exchanges are opening more and more on what dot get. Why people want get over this and why we be it. It just means that on BNB it have a lot, on Binance it have a lot of liquidity, and most institutions just trade on Binance. Usually. Yeah, here's the following interest. This is one thing we'll be looking for, but I won't be looking at it too much. I need some other confirmation. So that's it. Very interesting. Every single top, every we've seen a lot of interest rate. I mean, this nearest top in Bybit, 32%, a big spike, and in OKX also that. So it's expected for a dip, and when prices are lower, people don't borrow to buy this. People would borrow to buy when price is going higher, and people would think that it won't go lower. But I think in crypto, in Bitcoin, for example, when it goes down, people just lose hope, and then it goes up, the people's hopes goes with it. Like somebody ends up, that's just a bit hard to understand. I don't really get it. People don't really want more Bitcoin, just want more money, hoping for Bitcoin to bring them to wealth. What we want is just a speculative asset. Yesterday, I did mention, oh, last video I made, I mentioned a little long here, and put my stop loss or run below, targeting this high, where it, targeting this high, but right before it touch out TP, I have to sell it before of this NFP candle. I really hope it would, because I don't really monitor it, so I don't really recognize these bearish diversions. I was, yeah, not really something to be taken note of. You see this retreat, I still end up at 1%, although not something that I feel good about. Trade recap that, I mean, earlier I exit pretty, not really early. I mean, I exit at this period structure as I put my stop loss below this low. And so some drawdowns is normal. And looking at my next Bitcoin trade, the stop out over the one. I don't really find any new trades and opportunities, but if you should look at the supply zone from the weekly chart, we're still in this supply zone and we're still not invalidated. When we are invalidated, as he might be just weak out of this area. Okay, just weak out of the recent low. It will go up and quite a bit another high. It will form a swing player pattern that we have seen in here, and yeah, that's absolutely insane. No, so I got stopped out in almost every other asset, crypto assets. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I only got like 20 price. Not really. I would take it, but not really. Not that much. Big risk rewards down here. Yeah, 40% gain are not really good, but decent, I guess. That's kind of a drawbacks of entering. Not really entering, but go. But what I'm trying to say, showing stop loss instead of having a fixed take profit level. But looking at the Ethereum is dipping crazy since last MVP, which also coincides with how many institutions are adopting Ethereum over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still got a big dip, don't get me wrong. At least it's making small on Bitcoin, but that's a lot of money being put in. So I will be looking for new shops. Yeah. Ever since this W test of the port 5, I think it looks like the port 5. Oh, almost port 5. I will be looking for more sales. Obviously, there's a lot of liquidity above this. Let's see what which side will swipe out the liquidity first. There's intraday liquidity, which has been swiped. Equal highs liquidity. So looking for like right another short and enter. I take profit to this equivalent. If I use the reward of 3 to 1 or even 4 to 1, 3 to 1 is probably better because there's a brand new supply zone that is just formed over in here. Oh, only looking for shots. What looking for new shots. Bit bearish on Bitcoin, bit bearish on Bitcoin, but because we have seen the pretty high interest rate. Okay, we can expect it for more dips. You see every top there's a big interest rate peak. You see every time it dips, nobody borrows. But why? Because people borrow to buy more. I think that's a bit obvious. We haven't talked about uh sorry about that. Anyways, we are back to our liquidation heat map. A lot of liquidity above or liquidity below, which is meh. I don't really know what to say about this. It always works like this and doesn't even but I don't even bother to read these as much. But it also look kept us having a bias. So have us having bias. If somebody enter here because this is also a good long opportunity. And people could have a pretty good risk to reward ratio. We just entered that for this and enter targeted this high. With to let's have a quick 2 to 1 receivable. There they would end to get it. So since that people have taken some profits, and we have seen some liquidation happening, and also it has reached our supply zone. We're looking for shots. But it has taken this liquidity, but there's still some liquidity above this area. But it's above this recent high. We are also forming a bearish diversion on the shorter time frame, and some selling pressure will come in. We're looking for new shots. Right now, I will take a trade. Sorry about that. 5, of course, I learned a lot from last video. Yeah. There's no volume. Yeah, I'm looking for volume. DCA, of course. I'll get this low. I mean, and my stop loss will be this. Not much. We'll go with that. Also be no. And we'll make a new sell right now. But I sell for 3 because the it has a reward ratio. Yeah, I do have it. Taking a trade on coin. Ethereum will still be bearish, of course. I mean, bearish on Bitcoin means I'm bearish on everything. Also, I don't really find any trading. I don't find any good entries. Looking for a lot above this level here. What is that? Why it is so low? Nope. TP is low or is targeted to this price zone. This equal high cement. Emphasizing this bit of okay. That's a good size. Also would be derivative DCA. Let's see 1000 dice. Too much. Okay. It's not really good trade, not really good entry. Is a really final entry. Anywhere above the 5 is good. Go to fake impression to the golden pocket. And, yeah. This ideal entry. Go higher. Sweet. Wow, it's actually going up pretty well. I haven't checked charts. Actually gone up a lot. Please you share it. Sorry about that. But selling pressure is still going in, and I'm still looking for short, of course. Short, of course, the crypto markets. And I'm looking at back at the liquidation chart. A lot of liquidation cluster has formed in this 109 area. 109, 109. Yeah, at the exact value area node. So something to, well, almost exactly at the value area now. So I could be targeting it all way all the way down here. It wow, that would be blended. Okay, yeah, pretty good. But we just targeted this. You could get invalidated very easy. Oh, that is from Bitcoin. For some other altcoins like XRP, just big right when you're recording. But I also feel it is a fake pump. You just taking out this liquidity. But we're looking for shorts on bearish version, so you confirm playing out. I'm looking, wait for another hour. Might be closing past this area, and then I'll be looking for short. Okay. After, yeah, shitcoin, the one look at that. Bitcoin dominance is just going sideways before another. There could be another dip. Hopefully, it will be another. So, not really. In the short term, I think we'll got some relief as altcoin price dip and Bitcoin price also dip, but altcoin after the dip on Bitcoin. Yeah, we're still continuing for the daily though. Bit of a bullish divergence is forming. Still playing out and it hasn't stopped playing out. It means that it could be going all the way up here. It will break some time to play out. I think it will break about like 3 to 5 days. But we need to we need to remember this because next Monday will be a bloody Monday. Stablecoin dominance still rising, double top and double bottom. I meant bullish divergence on double bottom, break of structure. Yes, break of structure. It's going up. I would expect it to go up a bit more as prices dips, prices on the entire crypto market dips. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Consider like, share, subscribe, can speak, and I will see you in my next video. Good, take care.